Please subscribe, like, and share.
Maybe what I say, maybe Shilemo, maybe Noya, maybe Comefemo, also a fair much, and you can go on. And I cannot also a fair much. She before you, just a full you, away in you. As a phone, as a phone, catch a bunch of you. Moko Femo could also manage to go about now. I have one. Children of Femo, they have Femo, and I'm checking her phone. She got no machine, won't tell you money, the Shilemo. What I say, I don't want you. Niji nana utulate ke wochi na afu ami afaba yi afu ami afaba ni shele ma fi ami no akelu fe ko na mi yo e bi ene na ba fi an wo suma bi shele ma ba wo no na be na chenye mo wo ji fe ni osu na ni fa ma tabacha yi shele ma ba na ya ba mi abu ma mi te church ya ko fe ado be di ta ko be ya an wala se ke no se ni wota lo su afe an shele lo su fa fe ko bi ba fa ya bo e bi wo fi o na ni fa fa ya bo awo ko mu e won big e wo ho e ko no fi an no ndi an chile mu abos cha do ma nya bra wo ne ke chon bo yi no jo no ana imende hweshi imende no na wa mo me ne wo na
Ladies and gentlemen who have gathered over here today, today is a very special day in the annals of the Osu traditional area in the sense that we have a group of people who have arrived from New York, New Jersey, Spain, Nigeria, and other African, Senegal and other African countries gathered here to greet His Majesty and to present a great opportunity that will lead to something that will be good for the chieftaincy institution in Africa. As we are gathered, first of all, welcome persons who have traveled from far and near to be with us here today. And then after that, we will do an introduction for us to know them one by one, and for them also to know us one by one. As a prelude to that, we will have the opportunity to explain to you the purpose of the gathering. And for that matter, I would urge you all to give ear to whatever is going to go on. And also to welcome you all for being here today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you again very much for paying attention to being here today. The opportunity to meet and greet His Royal Majesty Ni Okwe Kinka Dawuna VI. A royal greetings to you, sir. May God be with you. We're here for a very important purpose under the guidance of Nana Otulate, your senior trio. who came to meet us in the United States, where we had this discussion. And the discussion that we had was about the liberation of African people, something that we know is very dear to all our hearts. We came to a very special realization that African liberation and development is going to be very difficult, perhaps impossible, without including the African kings. Because, for simple reasons, it is from our kingdoms and from our kings that nations were taken, that people were taken, that resources were taken. It is the kingdoms that were broken. So if we do not repair the kingdoms, whatever we do is imaginary. We came to this very clear realization. And for this particular purpose, my organization, which I'm very glad to lead, African Jews Organization, has embarked upon this journey to bring this back to the realization of African royalties and kingdoms and try our best to bring everybody together so that we can speak in one voice, so that we can have representation at the United Nations under one umbrella, so that we can be responsible for development, for the proper development of our people. And to do that, we know that culture is our compass. That when we're lost, we have to resort to culture. So this is why we're here today, sir. We have had the fortune to meet so many kings. And there are so many kings in Ghana, more powerful than many kings in the world. Not because of the gold that you had, not because of the oceans and the seas and the air, but because of your heart. The spirit of Ghana is what makes this country so special. The spirit to see. So we're here humbly asking you to support the idea that we brought forth with. And this idea is the need to establish the Royal Institute of Global African Cultures and Traditions. This is a very, very important development. And when I discussed this with Nana Osidia Trio, it took him months to come back to me and say, it's a good idea, let's do it. We have presented this idea to many kings in Africa. 3 have decided to establish the Royal Institute. But the first to take the initiative and move forward with it is Nana Osidia Trio, and that's why we're in Ghana. Now, to make this a reality, because we know the challenge that lies ahead of actually establishing it. To establish it means to design it, to build it, something that's never been done before, and yet is the most essential, most important part of our development as African people. So what we have done is reached out to the best of the best architects in the world, the best of the best designers of African culture, of technical constructions, of sustainability, because what we are trying to do here is to establish an African Cultural Sustainability Institute. So many of these architects have assembled and they are here with us. Some of them are still on the way. It's really humbling for us to be here. The precious welcoming is so, it's so fulfilling of this journey and so encouraging. We cannot thank you, you and your kingmakers. So I will await your questions. I believe that I've given enough about this. So there's a process into this development. We'll be having some forum, we'll be having some town hall meetings where we want to make sure that every single person that can support this institution is able to do so. And Ghana is taking the lead in Africa to establish this institute. So I'm very proud of that, because Ghana has always been the leader in many fields of development in Africa. So this is not a surprise. However, we are so grateful for your continued support, and we hope that you too will sign this scroll, which has the signature of so many kings who supports the idea of the Royal Institute. We'll give you the documents that supports it. I've seen the value that you exhibit. I know that you support this with your heart, because your palace, your kingdom here is already an institute. So we're very happy to be here today. I thank you so much, sir, on behalf of our college.
His Majesty Ni Okwe Kinka Dawona the Sixth. He's the president also of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. He's a member and a ranking member of the National House of Chiefs. I introduce to you my king, His Royal Majesty, Ne Okwe King Kadowona. Shall we give him a big applause?
Your Royal Highness, Your Excellency, and all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to have this privilege to meet all of you here. We have gone a long way to New York to discuss a lot. And by God's intervention today, we can see that people has come all the way from New York, from African View to Ghana here for a good purpose that will help the whole Africa. And now that we are here, we also give the honor to Ni Kinka, who has also given us his palace. And everything is going on successfully here. We thank God Almighty, who has carried everybody from far. And we are all here, and we think together, and we hope that there will be a successful meeting today. We thank God for helping us doing all this in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Please, another round of applause.
Once you are here, we have a tradition that we perform, meaning we have accepted you into our fold. We are saying you came with one hand, we've received you with two hands. So our high priest will say a word of prayer and then perform a small ritual for you. That means signifying you have been accepted in our folds and accepted in Ghana. And as the president of the Regional House of Chiefs, the whole Gadangbe and the Buno people are saying you're welcome.
Ago Chameganyame. Agago. Agago. Numumbu ago. Agago. Okasha. Emeko. Afi eko emeko. Ifenye ekonye jimodi ni osuma ne fenye ekonye nwai. Ifenye ekonye nwa. Akenche nye efoko. Chiwonye me ni obi ene. Ne amejeto na ameba. Amini chumo na maachwe. Ame babi mo we ame banke nukome wele ame gen nenyo fena ma achu e bi na lo no fena me ke stule achu e fo manya wo suma bi fo e bi mo suma sholo mo ke no ya ba wo suma na che wo we e fe ku na ache wo ye lele mo aka me ba o pa fai amo mo mi ti echu eje na ma shi be na ma ale wo che o fele e mo mi ti echu eje de ka ma sha shi mo wo fe wole no na echu If you must get any BP, you must get there. Say Kelly. You go by now. Who will go me? You can never do more. You should know my baby.